All right. Superman Jesus off the bat. Gutsy gang.
Gutsy gang.
Just trying to get the crowd going a little bit. There's nothing that gets anyone going like that.
The crowd's not even ready.
Well, I'm just saying, you do that, and Kool-Aid man, instantly coming for Lloyd right away.
Who's Kool-Aid?
What are we going to talk about, Kool-Aid man?
Big Chiefs fan, diehard Chiefs. He was the one in here that was reverse chirping the Kansas City chirps.
Wow.
Kool-Aid man's been waiting for this SoBet scoop for a week.
Congratulations on you.
Yeah, he can talk all the shit in the world now.
Oh yeah.
Oh whoa! I cut out for a second. Am I back?
Oh, you're back.
Good.
All right. Yeah, I mean, he can talk all the shit in the world. I'm pretty sure I heard Burrowhead last Monday on the scoop.
I think I even heard it Thursday.
I told you guys I had a big stand coming. Everybody's gonna sit on the stand today, and all you have things you need to explain. But I think first and foremost, we gotta get Lloyd up there. Lloyd, you're on the stand right now, and I think everybody knows why.
What a switch.
I think we even heard some Burrowheads on the scoop last Monday. So I'm just gonna open it up. What was all the hype around the Bengals? I mean, they lost to Patrick Mahomes, who nearly had an amputated leg. Burrowhead is no longer. Joe Burrow. I mean, I don't know. It's just the Bengals aren't who we thought they were.
I wouldn't say that. That's where you're really going to go with this?
Oh, that's such a sensitive statement. That's a crazy
statement.
You know what I hear people saying?
That's tough.
Pat and Natty. That's just what I've heard though on the streets.
I haven't heard
taking over Cincinnati now.
Yeah,
it's a reverse Burrowhead now Pat Natty situation.
He's never won a game in Cincinnati ever in his life. I don't think he ever will.
It's just what I've heard. I didn't come up with it just right now.
He's not the one saying it. He's not the one saying it. Don't kill the messenger.
Don't kill me. I'm just saying what I've heard through the streets.
Yeah, I mean, it was horrible. I went over to my buddy's house last night. Had like 40, 50 people watching the game. Everybody was having a good time. And a lot happened in the game. There's a lot to talk about if we really wanted to talk about it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be a sorry fan. We did have a chance to win the game, and we could not get it done. There's a lot that we can talk about between holding calls and the intentional grounding and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into it. Conversation for a different time. But Mahomes, he beat us on one leg. I mean, you're throwing for 306 and 2 touchdowns on one leg. You probably deserve to win the football game. So congrats to the Chiefs, man. That's pretty much all I got. I gave my heart out last night. So
all right. Well, you know, as I just kind of got one thing to say. As SoBet grows and, you know, you gain a little bit more of a following in Cincinnati and you become the true Cincinnati guy, when your players end a game in Buffalo and talk as much fucking shit as they talk,
I agree.
You're going to lose that game.
I agree.
You're playing with fire.
I hate it all.
And I know you're playing with fire. And over all my years of going to championship games with the Pats, rarely ever did teams talk shit and beat Brady. And it's the same thing with Mahomes. I remember stupid Kevin Byard's ass played for the Steelers when the Steelers, I think they were the number 1 seed that year, somehow like got it for us. And Randy Moss went off on him. Had like 250 yards, 3 TDs. You remember that? There's that iconic picture of Randy Moss just right in his fucking ear after scoring the 3rd touchdown.
Yeah.
You just can't talk shit as like an underdog that hasn't been there in that situation. Mike Hilton.
I'll tell you this. I like
Eli Apple, double idiot.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, I mean, he went on Twitter and mouthed out to everybody, which was horrible. And then the mayor, dude, our mayor, oh my God, bro.
Dude, shut up in politics. Shut up in politics.
Like, had no right saying any regards to, and that was like, can we talk about how that was like the most wild statement you could ever make as a mayor?
That had to be one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
You can't just say that, dude. You cannot just say that.
But that's who I want as my mayor.
Yeah.
That's who I want as my mayor. Even though, you know, bulletin board material, all the other bullshit, the Bengals, like, none of that matters at the end. The Bengals had a chance to win the game, and they absolutely fucking blew it. But literally, if anything, I'd rather have my – and I don't even want to say it, but look at who my mayor is right now. That's my mayor. My mayor's lost. I would love my mayor out being like, the Miami Dolphins are going to go to Buffalo, and we're going to shock the world. I'd be like, let's go. Let's go. Like, my mayor.
Gutsy, I would love my mayor to say that too. That's not what my mayor said. My mayor wanted a test done.
Nobody in the history of America knows who your mayor is, or I should say knew. Now everybody knows who your mayor is. Everybody. Yeah, if I see your mayor's face, I know who that guy is. So now coming up on not NHL, we'll just say baseball. I want to see some Cincinnati Reds content out of your mayor. He's got to keep it full circle, and if he doesn't, then he's a fraud. But I would love for my mayor to do that stuff, even though like, you know, bullet sport material, all that stuff. I mean, dude, my mayor coming out and being like, Miami Dolphins are going to go to Buffalo, and we're going to shock the motherfucking world this year. And we are, and Tua is Josh Daddy. I'd be going crazy. I'd be like, let's go. But it was totally out of pocket for sure. But I'm pro out of pocket. I'm pro mayor out of pocket. Put me down.
All right, well, Lloyd's off the stand. Clear guilty verdict there. Let's move on to Jack. Jack's got a couple things that we're putting him on the stand for. And the first one is Indiana, Ohio State, Saturday. Was it Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night. In Ohio State at Indiana, and a metal bar falls from the video camera or the jumbotron and nearly hits an Ohio State player. And some people are saying that Jack was up in the rafters dropping metal bars. There's been sightings. We have no confirmed pictures. But, Jack, we went over this earlier. Any team that attempts to kill a player on their team or the other team, so similar to the Miami Dolphins situation in Cincinnati, is an absolute scumbag franchise and on the scumbag list for life. Jack, I'll give you the floor. You're on the stand.
I am deeply saddened and sorrowed. In the wise words of the Cincinnati Reds announcer. Fellas, listen.
Brenny's
that
dad?
Was that dude?
Brenny's dad.
The guy that
Nick Castellanos is Brenny's dad.
Anyways, I was there, dude. In that moment when that happens, I look to John, I look to Dylan, and I go, "What the fuck is going on?" There was a 10-minute delay. And nobody had any idea why. So, to be completely honest, was I in the rafters when it happened? No. I was actually in a beautiful nosebleed seat in Assembly Hall watching my Hoosiers absolutely rail the Ohio State team. But I will say it's a little suspect. Assembly Hall, it gives me haunted house vibes. It gives me, why are you still available to, like, be walking into vibes. It should be a museum. There should be no basketball played in Assembly Hall. There was a chair thrown by an actual collegiate coach in that gym across the floor. A whole lot of crazy shit has happened in Assembly Hall. And we almost saw like one of the craziest things ever. You imagine if that hits that guy? Could you imagine?
All right. I think it's up to the comments now to decide whether Jack's guilty or not. We've heard both sides of the story, or not whether Jack's guilty. He's obviously guilty, whether or not Indiana is a scumbag organization as a whole.
They are, for sure. Can we talk about how it was
their best 1,000%.
It was their best player. It almost hit their best player.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence.
Some walk-on. It hit
Wait, who?
Bryce Scarborough. It hit their best player.
Is that number 23?
Yeah.
Okay, so during the game, number 23, he dunks the ball, right? They're down fucking 20 points. And he runs down the court, and he goes up. And if anyone has ever watched Indiana basketball this season, every goddamn time Trace Jackson Davis has a huge dunk, he runs down the court at Assembly Hall, and everyone goes like this. The entire stadium full of student section is like this, right? And this scumbag, number 23, dude, he dunks the ball and goes like this. I'm like, what are you doing? For the rest of the game, he got Kyrie Irving in Boston treatment. We did not let this go. We booed him the entire game. Scumbag.
No.
So maybe this this makes the case for Indiana being a bit of a scumbag university.
So, but that was the guy you guys tried to kill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
The tails are aligning.
Dude, he averages like 19 and 8 a game. He's gross.
Wow. Kool-Aid Man says answer is no. They're just desperate for attention. I mean, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
I think, you know what I think it is.
What is it?
And again, we had someone else sniff it out a little too late for the horse track, right? Santa Anita. Now, I'm currently the ringleader of Cincinnati, of course, being the new Santa Anita. We got to get rid of the stadium. I'm putting my eyes right on Assembly Hall now. And I'm going to keep my eyes on Assembly Hall. And we're looking at a whole nother Santa Anita situation here, but with college basketball players, which we just can't have happening. Maybe it's time for Assembly Hall to be old Yellard. Take it out back. Take it out back behind the shed. Make sure the kids ain't watching. You know where I'm going with this.
You get rid
I
of
won't
it.
get too graphic.
Get it out of here.
But of course, we can also ringlead that to get rid of Cincinnati Stadium first. I'm all for that. I mean, quarterbacks are dying at a rapid rate at that piece of shit stadium. Should be burnt to the ground.
Hey, no.
All right, let's get into the play of the days here.
I mean,
one quarterback. One quarterback.
We don't need to talk about the Dolphins.
I didn't even bring up the Dolphins. I brought
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. No.
We do not talk about the AFC East on the scoop.
All right, they got the 10-second. They got the 10-second mute. Both of them. Timeout. Put them in the corner. Let's recap the other game. We went over the Cincy game. Obviously, just tight game, tight margins. It's Patrick Mahomes just working his magic, as Wes would say, a professional escape artist. But the other game, probably the worst NFL game I've ever watched. Are you guys talking or?
I need to say something. I need to say something about the Cincinnati game, please.
All right, we'll let you recap. Come on.
Yeah. Because I got to talk about Indiana. I need to talk about Cincinnati game because I was actually.
That was the second reason. That was the second reason you were on the stand.
Yeah. So let's go.
You've always been a Patrick Mahomes guy, and you decided to flop this weekend, and he just burnt your ass. So now, is Jack loyal to anyone? Everybody's questioning your loyalty now, as a human, as a fan. We don't swear on the show. We don't fucking swear.
Is that a swear word? I think
we don't
fucking swear. We don't.
You might need to put $1 in a little jar.
But Jack, what's the explanation for that? What's the explanation for that? You're the guy. You're the Jason Tatum guy. You're the Patrick Mahomes guy. Are you everybody's guy?
I would say I am America's guy. And what I mean by that is this. Some people hate me and some people love me. But it's one or the other. There's no in between. And everybody kind of, I'm everyone's everyone. If you know what I mean by that. Listen, I'm not loyal. As Gutsy Picks said.
Loyalty issues.
I'm very loyal to Boston sports. But I like to spread my interests in other places at times. But I'll say this about the Chiefs.
To get around.
Yeah. I'll say this about the Chiefs Bengals. I don't know about how you guys feel about this, but I feel like that game should not have ended the way that it did. I think the Chiefs rightfully deserve to be in the Super Bowl, 1,000%. There were some penalty issues. There were some ref issues. Fine, whatever you want to talk about it, Lloyd, like you said. It's not really time for the discussion. Everyone's going to be talking about it. But that was an instant classic. An instant classic. Two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL just going at it. Touchdown to make it 2013. Oh, boom. T. Higgins, touchdown. Boom. 2020, right? And the ending was just so anticlimactic. Just a 25-yard field goal to win it, to go to the Super Bowl. Who gives a rat's ass? I could make that with my left foot. Let's get these guys into overtime. Let them do it would have been so electric if that game went to overtime. I was disappointed how it ended. I think Mahomes deserves to be in the Super Bowl, and Burrow didn't necessarily play to what everyone hyped them up to be. But that was a head-to-toe game that I feel like the solution of the final result wasn't really, something that I like
to
to
me,
look back
the Bengals had a chance. Burrow got the ball back. They
but it was a field position game at that
Brady's
point.
getting that ball where Burrow got it. He's going 90 yards, and they're taking a field goal to win the game. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know about that, but
They were pinned. They were pinned like 5 yards.
We were at the 4-yard line.
Yeah,
I mean,
Brady gets that ball, was a field 90 yards, taking a field goal and win the game.
That was field possession. I don't think Mahomes might not after that.
MCS missed. Coop.
The push out of bounds really just kind of.
Oh yeah,
cherry on top.
From a 60-yarder to a 45-yarder,
and that sucks. That blows.
Gutsy, did you think the officiating had a lot to do with the game?
Dude,
when you watched it,
I mean, there might have been like maybe a couple, but like every call was right. Like
not in the first game though. The first game,
I'm not even. I'm just talking about this. Like people are saying that the Cincinnati game was like rigged, blah blah blah. Dude,
no, yeah, I had no.
A lot of the calls were like dead on, just bad, dumb plays by the player. And
okay, but all right,
think
like
about
the intentional grounding.
I'm just saying. The intentional grounding. That was
come on, guys.
That was like the one call where it's like
Samaje Perine was right there.
But we've had those issues for years where
I don't think he got it back to the line though. I think that was the issue.
But he got the ball past the scrimmage. There's no discretion on how much a hit affects a throw. Like he was getting hit and then he threw it. So it's like, how can you not say that the hit affected the throw? If the hit's affecting the throw, then why does the quarterback get punished for that? It doesn't. It's never made sense to me.
Yeah, that's never made sense to me either.
Never, ever made sense. Like if Joe Burrow gets hit,
Gutsy, like you're saying, every call in that game I thought was like generally right.
Yeah,
and it was pretty fair both sides. I thought they called it both ways.
And besides, even the questionable calls, like I'm sure that you already noticed, Lloyd. I'm sure, but like usually on the questionable calls, the Bengals converted anyways, or the Chiefs fucked up anyways. And
that didn't really affect the game. Yeah. But the first game, we need to go to the first game. What in the fuck was that?
I do just want to real quick 5-second thing. Shout out to me for taking Bengals money line and then changing my name to Chiefs by 3, and then cashing the ticket and being right. Shout out to me. Now go on to the Eagles game.
All right, good job. Shout out,
Gutsy.
Dude, the Eagles game, Gutsy. I called you right after this happened.
Yeah.
The Devontae Smith catch was not even close to a catch.
No, it wasn't.
Was not even close.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, that completely changed the entire game. The entire game. I could not believe the replay system in the NFL needs to be like VAR. It needs to be like VAR, where they can get to the line, they can run a play, they can even score a touchdown. And if the NFL, the New York office decides that catch wasn't a catch, and on that fourth and 6, now the San Francisco 49ers get the ball back, everything else is wiped clean. They can go back at any time and say, hey, that was the wrong call. That was 4th down. Niners get the ball. That's how it needs to be. 100%. What the fuck is the point of having an office in New York if they're scrambling in 5 seconds to try to figure out if it's a catch or not?
Yeah. It's also a part of the game. Like, it's on your team. Like, it's whoever your replay official is up there, he should already have been like, hey, challenge it.
But they didn't have that angle right away. That's what they were waiting on.
But neither did the NFL. So it's like,
that's what I mean. That's insane that they're waiting on that one angle.
Like a part of the game, though. Like they're doing.
It's not a part of the game. He didn't catch the ball.
Smith stands up and does this. He's like, yo, I didn't catch it. Let's get it together. The minute that I see a player do this, I'm fucking boop challenge. I'm not even thinking about it. If I see the other player being like, hey, we gotta go, I'm like, oh, that dude didn't catch it. Challenge. Like,
yeah, but that's right. That shouldn't even be a part of the game. Like, they should get to the line, they can play, and they should go VAR.
No, see, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Go.
I don't want to see the ref fucking VAR us, dude. I would imagine how mad that would make you, dude. You just see the ref come running out, blows his whistle, and does this. Like, that would fucking make me go nuclear. Nuclear.
After they scored the touchdown on the next play, what if the ref was just like,
oh, dude, that would ruin the sport. He just comes up. He just fucking goes to the side. He comes out. No touchdown. Bengals ball. And everyone would be like, whoa. Like, we just scored. That would be That would be absolutely insane.
They should do. Honestly, if the NFL implemented that, it would be way more electric.
Dude,
fans would get way
that would
more
be the
heated.
next level.
Oh,
Fans would
man.
get way more heated.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I would go ballistic.
But anyways, I mean, just
But
dog
still,
shit
at
game.
least. But again, I know you're saying it changed the whole aspect of the game. But at least something like that happened in the first quarter. Like it was basically the first drive of the game. At least
and then
that
the second drive, Brock Purdy. You know, who knows what happens if they call it the other way.
Sure, but
yeah, all you can think about all that.
So brutal, dude. I mean, that's just like, dude, that's got to be one of the most successful teams in the history of sports with the injuries they had all year long. Like
the Niners. Oh, it's insane, dude. They didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah,
they didn't have a quarterback, and all I see is just players just going to the sideline. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. I'm just like, dude, what is going on?
And Nick Bosa,
all the books are refunded all the tickets. It's absolutely insane.
Nick Bosa just standing on the sideline, not even playing, gets hurt. That was crazy to me.
he got one shot on the sideline by his own player.
Oh, dude, can we talk about how Trey Lance and Jimmy G are smiling their asses off as they're just getting railed by the Eagles?
I mean, Trey Lance probably shouldn't be smiling because he's gone.
Trey Lance has always been a bum. He'll always be a bum. He won't be in the league in 5 years. And
he's gone.
Jimmy G will probably be a Dolphin somehow in 3 years. And I'm going to be like, how did we get here? How did we get to this point?
They're going to trade him for sure.
Jimmy G is taking over the AFC East, baby.
All right, well, let's talk about the Super Bowl real quick, and then we can talk about play of the days for tonight. We'll start with. I mean, none of our teams made it, which is shocking. I mean, we had a 50% chance. Lloyd had probably like a 25% chance. Gutsy had probably like a 5% chance.
No, I had sprinkled all around the box. You know, I this is a pie chart for me. Give me 7% for each fucking team.
Yeah, Jack. I forgot that.
6% with Tampa Bay, 6%. You know, here.
Jack actually had Eagles and Chiefs. So he's 100%, right?
Yeah. Trey Lance is gonna be a Niner for sure. Or no. Trey Lance is going to be I mean, Tom Brady's going to be a Niner. They're going to trade Trey Lance somewhere. Probably the Titans.
I feel like if there's ever a time for Brady,
Vegas.
No, if there's ever a time for Brady to go to
after that game, I was like, shit. I mean, after Brock Purdy made his runs, I think it's pretty obvious Tom's going to be a Niner.
You know what I don't like? Did you see those reports that came out that the Dolphins said that we are not pursuing Brady?
Yeah.
That's like a telltale sign that we're pursuing Brady.
Yeah.
Like, just not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think so.
They're just throwing up.
Brady's going to be a Niner.
We're throwing smoke grenades all over the place, and we're just trying to block people, confuse you. And we're not.
Brady's going to be a Niner for sure.
Brady might fuck around and end up in Houday Nation. He might just fuck around and end up.
Lloyd's getting muted.
Did you get a concussion too?
Guts, let's talk about the Super Bowl. We need to move on. Talk about the Super Bowl. Initial thoughts. Line open out of pick 'em. It's down to 2 points.
Yeah, I seen that thing that came out where it was like 20 bets over $10,000 that happened the first day. Like 18 of them were on the Eagles or something.
Yeah,
wild little statistic. But dude, I mean, it's good. It's almost the same thing. How do I not take the Eagles? I mean, I've been telling you about the Eagles since the playoff, before the playoffs. I said that was my team to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, besides the Dolphins, is what I said. And now we're here. And I'm just going to stick with them. I mean, I'll probably try and get them. I definitely will just see if it goes to 2.5. It might go to 2.5, but I don't think it will, because I think it'll kind of be like what happened last time. A whole bunch of money is just going to come in late because everyone, after a couple weeks, is going to be like, wait a minute. Why are we not taking Mahomes as a dog again? And then it'll probably happen again, and the number might go down a little bit. But the Eagles are just so much better, in my opinion. Jalen Hurts is just like one of the most underappreciated quarterbacks in the league and has been for 2 years, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. He definitely takes care of the ball, makes good decisions.
I said 2 years ago I wanted him over Tua, and people were like calling me a nut job, and here we are.
Yeah.
Now he's a nut job.
I agree. I think I'll be the first to say I kind of was wrong on Jalen Hurts, especially the Eagles as a whole, but more so Jalen Hurts, man. He's just proven every single hater and doubter of the Philadelphia Eagles wrong to this point. But I'm still going to take the Chiefs. I think this is a no-brainer. I think this is just a Patrick Mahomes. Like, listen, this is one of the Super Bowls for Mahomes. This is one of the years. I was sitting there last night watching the game, and there was a Mahomes play, and he's driving down. And I took a moment. I told myself, I said, dude, look at where the fuck you are right now. You are witnessing supposedly the greatest quarterback of all time in the future.
No.
On his way to his second Super Bowl.
You're getting muted. That's insane. All right.
Couldn't agree more.
Lloyd?
Yeah, dude. This game is tough. As Gutsy said, I've seen the line. I think the line will move towards Kansas City. So if I would take Kansas City. What do you say?
Back towards Kansas City?
Yeah, I think it'll move towards Kansas City. I think there's a lot of money on the Eagles right now. And I think by the time we get there in 2 weeks, it probably could be back down to -1 or maybe a pick 'em. I just think a lot of money's going to come in late on, like Gutsy said. I mean, you got Mahomes as a dog in the Super Bowl. Does he lose another Super Bowl? And then we still got to be talking. His legacy does not go further. It kind of just stays where it's at. I don't know. I mean, I think you take the better team or you take the better quarterback. I mean, that's one of the two. And I love the Eagles. They're shown to be the most dominant team in the NFL. They have no holes. Offensive line, great. Defensive line, great. Their run game was what everybody was worried about. They showed they could stop the run. Their secondary is number 1 in DVOA. I don't know. It's tough, but I'd go Mahomes just because I don't see him physically losing another Super Bowl. I don't see it. And there's no home field advantage anywhere. Like the last 2 years, the Rams, we got gypped last year because it was in their place. We should have won the game, whatever. But now we got to deal with that. And yeah, I go with Kansas City.
All right. Guts?
Say something, Guts. Just let it rip, baby. Gave me the floor.
About the game?
Any follow-ups
to that? Oh, I mean, I love that he's bringing up the LA home advantage last year that didn't even exist. I mean, Bengals should have. It doesn't matter. We won't even get into last year's Super Bowl. We want to talk about last year's Super Bowl. But, I mean.
How are we not talking about last year's Super Bowl? What?
Because it's irrelevant as
far. Yeah, irrelevant. It means nothing.
Well,
I mean, I have an initial read on the game. It's just going to depend on where this line moves. It kind of reminds me a little bit about reminds me of the Brady Bucks Super Bowl against the Chiefs, where the public was just all over the Chiefs. Brady was too old. All the sharp money was on the Bucks -2.5, and it was just a blowout. Not saying that's gonna happen here, but it reminds me of that game where a ton of sharp money immediately hit the Eagles. Line's probably gonna move back down towards the Chiefs and then right up again before game time. So I'm just gonna watch it this week. I mean, I definitely lean Eagles just because I feel like it's their year. So talented, so healthy. That's the biggest thing in this matchup. I think they're just so healthy. Nobody on the Eagles.
Mahomes is throwing a backups, bro. The only person he got out there is Kelsey. Juju was hobbling on the sideline every other play. So
Juju was hobbling. McCole Hardman came back from injury, immediately got hurt. Kadarius Toney is literally the definition of injury prone, just running down the field, done. In the wide open space, just done. Injures himself.
Just literally a little.
And it wasn't even like awkward or anything. He just like literally cut and just fell. Everyone's like, yeah.
I thought his knee was toast.
That's what I thought too, but they said it's his ankle,
Yeah.
and I was just like, he didn't even. Yeah, just bizarre.
What did he do? Like, I don't even understand what he did. Just tweaked it. Like, I literally don't know what he did.
Dude, he's the definition of injury prone,
But he's a beast.
Dude, I had him first touchdown. I was screaming when he dropped that touchdown. I had him at plus 1,800. I was screaming at the TV. And then the next play, he gets the ball and somehow hurts himself in the wide open field.
Yeah. Didn't even do it now. Wild.
Oh, my God.
Fraud.
So close.
Class A fraud.
Class A fraud. Drops the touchdown.
Yeah.
Perfect ball.
And then Mike Hilton has the balls to, like, do the thing. It's like, bro, you did nothing. You should have caught the football.
Yeah, that was insane. One classic bet I love for the Super Bowl, though, I've hit it a couple times. I normally bet it every year, is non-QB to throw a touchdown pass. And you have two of the cheekiest teams in the NFL going out to each other, you know one of them is going to try it. What do you think about that?
As a guy who has made the Super Bowl a degenerate holiday for the past about 6 years now, I've already decided what Gatorade color I'm taking. Orange.
Wow. Not green.
It was always orange.
Gutsy green.
I want the record to show that I'm on a 1-year heater on the Gatorade color.
Who'd you have last year?
Blue. Smacked. It was light blue. They poured it all over him.
I'd go blue again. I'd go blue again.
No, I always saw it. No. I saw it in my dream last year. Blue.
What's the line? What's the line for blue? Are they favorites?
I have no idea. I don't even think they've come out with them yet. But I have now redreamed it, and this year it's orange. So I'm going for a 2-year heater. I also want to state that every year since I was 16 years old, I've thrown $100 on tails. And it was one of the greatest dynasties in the history of sports. It hit 5 years straight. It's now on it's either 2 or 3 year cooler right now. So we're going to double up. We're going to throw maybe like 250 on tails this year because it's overdue.
It never fails.
Switch it up.
Never fails.
Switch it up. National anthem goes under this year.
The national anthem, I never get to bet it.
Goes under this year.
Last year went under too.
It went over last year. It went over.
I got it. I got the under.
It went over.
Yeah, it was over the year before. I remember that, but it was under last year, I think.
I mean, the line moved a lot. I was actually wild. This was wild. I was in Vegas, and we had come from LA, and the guy we were staying with in LA knew the sound technician at the Super Bowl. And what was it? Was it like 115 last year or something?
Yeah.
And I think they had it at like 118 for the longest time. And it was like bouncing between 118 and like 122. And he called us after we got to Vegas, and he was like, they just finished the final like preparations, and it's coming in at 115 to 117. And so we all hammered the under. I think we got it at like 119 or something. Put a ton of money, as much as we could possibly put, because they limit it on the under. Mm-hmm. And then literally the second after we placed our bets, it went right down to 115 and a half.
No way.
It was insane. It was like word got out.
That's how quick it gets out. Yeah. That's
wild.
Are people saying it leaked on Twitter last year? I'm seeing
it gets leaked like every year. That's why. And then some books will void it. Some books will literally void it. By the way, I keep them in my notes every year. I always record them for my Super Bowl props. And I literally only hit 2 props last year out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But they're all just like darts. And Gatorade color to be blue was plus 650. It absolutely saved me.
Wow.
Smack of the century.
It absolutely saved me on all the props.
Dude, I'm taking purple.
It only let me bet
I'm taking purple this year. SoBet purple.
I'm sorry, it's not what I dreamed. I can't.
I'm taking purple for sure. They're just gonna dump it out. It's just gonna be SoBet purple.
I would love to know how many teams drink purple Gatorade.
Yeah. There's not a lot out there.
That's tough, dude. I'll go lime. Big lime guy over here.
Yeah, yellow. That's a classic one. That sounds like a guy who's afraid of betting the Gatorade color, to be honest.
Again, I don't know why we're even discussing it. I had the dream. I'm on a 1-year heater. Gatorade blue plus 650 last year. Gatorade orange this year. See you at the window.
Lloyd, how you feeling? Gutsy
Ginge.
Yeah.
Ninja.
I don't answer questions from the lobsters. This is probably a lobster talking.
Not a lobster. Ken confirm.
Wow.
Not a lobster. You
not
sure?
A lobster. Ken confirm.
Not a lobster. All right. I'm feeling
lobster. The lobsters are great people. Don't get it twisted. The lobsters are great people.
I don't know, dude. I got a bunch of your boys here in the comments coming at me today. It's kind of scaring me.
In these comments?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen 3 or 4.
Cowards. Why don't you get on here and talk to them yourself?
Well,
Just
cowards and faceless cowards.
OG
right.
Gutsy member. I don't
Can we get an official prediction on which NFL star is with Jeffree Star? I'm gonna lock in.
Have you guys been seeing this? Have you guys been seeing this?
I'm locking in Carl Nassib. I already locked that in.
Dude, no. So, dude, Gutsy, he posted on Twitter yesterday that his team lost and did not go to the Super Bowl. And it's a picture, and the dude is wearing this is horrible, but he's wearing a Bengals colored jacket, dude. And he's like in the mirror, and he's like 6'6", he said, and his team just lost and was going to go to the Super Bowl and just lost. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's a Bengals.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure it's a Bengals. I'm pretty sure.
It's him?
I'm almost positive that Jamar Chase is doing something weird on the weekend.
I thought it was
It says he's 6'6".
6'6". Who's 6'6" on the Bengals?
T. Higgins.
Joseph Asai.
Jack just knows it. T. Higgins, 6'6", on the dot.
We got it. Report the call.
He starts just naming off every 6'6" player.
Who's 6'6" on the Bengals? Let's look. I bet it's Joseph Asai, dude.
And he's white. I have to say
worst day of his life. He's white?
There's no way Joe Burrow is.
He's a Caucasian man.
All right, Alex Kappa. Jackson Carman.
Jackson Carman, he's horrible. Cut him.
He's 6'5". Joe Burrow.
Yeah, dude, this shit was like going. This was like the most viral thing on Twitter. Everybody thought it was Justin Herbert.
Sam Hubbard.
Yeah,
Sam Hubbard.
Isn't Sam like 6'4"?
6'5". He's on the card.
He's a Moeller grad. I'm a big Moeller guy. He's a Moeller grad. No way. No way.
Let's see if he has a girlfriend. Sam Hubbard, girlfriend.
Sam Hubbard. I met.
Oh, he's never had a girlfriend.
He's got a girlfriend. He's
never had one.
Sam Hubbard. I met his girlfriend, dude. He's getting married. I sat next to him.
Things are not aligning.
I'm kidding. He has a girlfriend.
I was about to say I sat with at the game.
Zach Greinke just signed a new deal with the Royals.
Wow.
Let's go.
How about
One of our favorite guys to fade all day long.
Max Sharping, he's 6'6". Cordell Volson, he's 6'6".
Oh, hey, did you guys see that thing come out about and Bryce literally just said it right there. Did you guys see that thing come out about Messi? He got offered basically $500 million a year to play for the Saudi League.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that is insane.
Dude, that's
but it makes sense.
500 mil, bro. Holy.
What if he just signed like a 10-year contract?
Yeah, he's coming. Holy. He's coming over. Come. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, and Logan Paul the UFC. Did you guys see that? Logan Paul's gonna fight in the UFC.
Did it be Tanner Hudson, Lloyd?
Wait, Logan Paul's fighting who?
Wait,
Logan Paul's gonna fight a UFC fight. Him and Dana released a video today about it.
Yeah. I saw that. I thought you knew who it was already. I didn't know.
No, they announced it tomorrow.
Jack, stay in. Loving the bets out of you.
Huh?
All right.
What happened?
What the hell just happened? What was that?
Cooper's gone.
We lose Coop?
What?
Cooper, you're back.
Oh, there he is.
What's going on?
I don't know.
No, Jack.
Lost.
Staying hot. Key-change.
Stay hot, Jack. Hey, stay hot, kid. Stay hot out there.
Again, not a lobster. Not a lobster. That guy. I don't know if I trust that guy.
All right, boys. We got to wrap this up.
Logan Paul should have won the Royal Rumble. Should he, though?
Maybe.
Should he?
Hot take.
We got to wrap this up, though. Lock of the night, Texas Tech. That's my play.
Texas Tech. Double down on Texas Tech. Triple down on Texas Tech.
If you're looking at me right now and you don't have a goddamn Syracuse stick in your pocket, they were just down 10-2. Now they're down 14-10. Go live bet it right now.
Wow. I will fade, I guess, everybody in here because my 3 college basketball plays today are Iowa State money line, Virginia -4, and the 3-unit max play on SoBet is Texas -3 against Baylor. Take that shit.
That'll be the scoop.
I was actually looking at Texas too.
No, Texas -3.
Wait.
3 units on SoBet. You got that play. So.
You're taking Iowa State?
Huh?
Causing turnovers.
No, Baylor, Texas has not started 9 o'clock.
Who's for 3?
Oh, yeah, it's a late game.
Offensive rebound.
Oh wow, I love Texas.
Yeah, Texas is the play, like no doubt.
-4 now.
Swinging around. Oh, that stays here.
All right. Jack, you got any NBA plays for us? You've been pretty hot on those recently. Jason Tatum's over.
I got one.
Yeah, Jay, I can't lie, bro. I've been telling you.
Dude, I'm locked and fucking loaded right now. But we're gonna take the Nets tonight. I don't love the line because it's pretty thick, but 9 points for the Brooklyn Nets against a no AD, no LeBron Lakers is my one NBA play. So we're gonna go with that.
Is Kyrie playing?
I think so. It's at 9, so
Fire. I'll take it.
We're hoping. Brooklyn's one of those teams, and more so the NBA. I've learned a lot is like the amount of rule outs like right before the game is absolutely insane because you just don't know. Like this is why Gutsy wouldn't touch NBA because you don't know what team you're getting every single night. You don't know who's going to try. I mean, Jason Tatum does not give you 100% every single night. There's a rare select amount of people that would give more than like 85% every single night. Giannis is like the only guy in the NBA that I would say like tries every single night, which is why Giannis over is usually a.
Whoa, that's a. Whoa. Hello, LeBron James. What?
What about him? Sure. It's LeBron
okay,
and Giannis.
and then
Pat Beverly.
The back-to-back MVP. Hello.
Pat Beverly.
Can we wake up a little bit here?
Jokic, dude, is the most fraudulent. And when I say fraudulent, I emphasize every fucking letter in fraudulent. He is so fraudulent. They should take both of his NBA MVPs away. They should just hand them both to Steph Curry.
Okay,
at this point.
That's fine. If you want to do that, then we're taking away the unanimous MVP from Steph, and we're taking away that Finals MVP from Andre Fraududala that should have been LeBron's, even though they lost.
No!
Yeah.
No!
No one played good in that series besides LeBron.
Steph Curry had 38 points in Game 5 and in Game 4. They won Game 4 and Game 5.
And he scored 2 points and 3 points in Game 1 and 2. Guy stinks. Guy stunk. LeBron James averaged a triple-double the first time in finals history, and they gave it to fucking Andre Fraududala.
LeBron also got fouled against the Celtics, and you would have thought one of his kids passed away. So,
well, he got fouled, Lloyd. What do you?
I mean, Gutsy, if you're getting fouled, dude, you're not acting like that. I promise you. I promise.
I'm going ballistic.
I promise, dude. You're not beating your chest like King Kong out there looking for a foul call. It's not happening.
I'll just say this. The only thing I'm not doing is going down on all fours and putting my face onto the floor. That's where I was like, okay.
No, dude, he was praying.
Okay, LeBron. Like,
he was praying.
Stand your fucking bitch ass up. It ain't the playoffs.
Unreal. Right. LeBron's a fraud.
You're disgusting. You.
All right,
yeah.
We done here? Or?
Yeah, we're done. Oh, yeah. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
All right.
Hey, Coop's got to order a buffalo chicken, bro. Let's get out of here.
Dude, I actually did last time you told me that.
Let's go, dude. I got Coop doing it again at plus 450. Buffalo chicken, I'm going to scoop.
It's not. That's not what I'm going with tonight.
Oh, damn.
What are the odds for what I'm going with tonight?
Another big offensive rebound. What are you shooting that for?
We go pizza.
You're gonna cook steak.
Wings. Traditional wings. Traditional wings plus 300 favorite.
I'm getting a steak Monday.
Pad Thai, had that for lunch, Bryce. Good guess. Good guess.
Pad Thai.
I'm going back to Eastern Asia for dinner. Wow. Any guesses?
I don't even know an Eastern Asian dish.
Yeah.
Like a fish?
I'm going to go ahead and guess
salmon?
Fish.
Salmon. Yeah, salmon's going to guess.
Salmon?
Salmon's not Eastern.
Yellowtail.
I don't think that's Eastern Asian either. Well, I guess that's like Japanese, like sushi. You probably got that from you probably got that when we took you for to Nobu.
When we went to Nobu. And we ate at some place out in California when I was out there, and it was okay. Chums, whoa! What was that?
All right, and that's gonna wrap it up, boys.